Alright, so here's the second map. This is Hell's Masterpiece 2019. So this map is actually not my map, but you know, the remake what is it? The remake and reimagining of this map for Doom 2016 was definitely all from me. So this map is what is it? It's one of my it is my favorite map from one of my favorite Doom 2 megawads that I play. It's called Perdition's Gate. It's definitely a really fun WOD. Like, you know, if you're looking for some good like Doom 2 WODs, I highly recommend that one. Definitely got like a nice Doom 2 gameplay action going on, but it has like the pacing and flow of Doom 1. And it has like a really cool like Egyptian theme to it. And speaking of Egyptian theme, I originally wanted to make this map kind of have that whole Egyptian theme going on, but I played around with the textures. Like, I try to make it as close as I can to like the original map's textures, but it just looked ugly. Not only that, you know, Doom 1, I mean, like the Doom 1 engine, it just doesn't like behave similarly to like the Doom 2016 engine. Like, if you're trying to like recreate like, you know, a certain area and make it like super accurate, it's not gonna be possible. Like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of like it just doesn't work, you know. Like, for example, if you try to remake E1M1 and you try to like recreate like the little stairway to the green armor, like if you try to completely copy it in Doom 2016's SnapMap, it's just not gonna like look exactly like that in SnapMap. So yeah, I decided to completely abandon that idea and just try to go for like, I guess like a Doom 2016 type of reimagining of Hell's Masterpiece. And yeah, this is what I kind of came up with here. So this area, very like foggy, very moody here. I guess because like all of like these textures, it inspired me to make it like that. And what is it? I really do recommend people to kind of like watch a YouTube video of like the original map in action. I mean, the original Hell's Masterpiece, it's awesome. Like, I think the name is like perfect because it is definitely like a masterpiece of a level. It looks great, it plays great. What else can I say about it? It has really like it's like a small map, but it's also like complex at the same time. Like, I just kind of love like the design of that, and it's just an awesome map. Like, that's all I gotta say. It's easily my favorite in the Mega WOD. And yeah, that's why I wanted to, you know, remake this map for Doom 2016, and I definitely wanted to try to recreate it the best I can, whether it's like the feel, not the feel, because like it's the freaking, you know, it's a freaking Egyptian themed map, but I really wanted to try to like I guess make the layout as close to the original game and make it as fun as the original original map. And what else? Oh god, man, I'm trying to think here. So I definitely wanted to make it as close to like the original map layout, wanted to make it fun, but at the same time make it feel like a Doom 2016 level at the same time. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. So this part right here, like, this might feel a little weird, like all of a sudden you're kind of like, you know, in an area full of like these what is it? Yeah, these metal panels. But in the original game, yeah, it's kind of like that. It has that one texture. I think it's in SnapMap. I'm not too familiar with like actually no, because I'm not too familiar with like classic Doom. So basically, it kind of has like that one like marble texture. Is it right here? Where is it? Yeah, it has like this texture, I believe. So I basically try to use this to replicate that. Like, I try to replicate some of the areas here and there. I think what is it? In the original version, this is like supposed to be a water type of area, and that's what I did with like the whole decal here. I try to like put some decal here just to make it feel like you're in the water. Okay. And this is like a very simple secret. And this area right here is actually like streamlined compared to the original area. Like in the original area, this secret would actually be accessible to, I think, what was it? Yeah, it would be accessible to like this area here, but you couldn't do it because like the grid room is not big enough. So I had to, you know, make some sacrifices here and there. Alright, what else can I say about this area? Okay, so this fight right here, like in the original map, there's like tons of like enemies here waiting for you, but I didn't do that because I thought like the flow was pretty bad with like Doom 2016's enemies. So I decided to take that all out, and I had to like I had to make like some sacrifices for like the gameplay aspect here. Like I personally think this map is way easier than playing the original map on Ultra Violence. Like this map, what is it? I think it's called, yeah, You Wish here. So in the original Perdition's Gate, You Wish is basically nightmare difficulty. But when you play like You Wish on Doom 2016 versus Flaming Death to All in Doom 2, I'll definitely say like in the original version it's tougher. It's more tougher to play compared to this one. And the main reason why I made it easier is because like I really wanted to replicate like that flow of the original map. And if I threw in like more enemies and all that stuff, I thought it wouldn't feel right, so I definitely sacrificed that. So this is interesting here. In the original map here, there isn't like no guard nest, and all of these walls here, yeah, they're destructible, and it's supposed to like spawn revenants. Yeah, in this version, basically, I try to make it like, you know, your traditional Doom 2016 fight here, where you open the gore nest and a bunch of revenants will come out of like these doors. But in the original version, basically, I remember the revenant would kind of like spawn, like these walls would kind of like, you know, lower down when you go up like the steps here, and basically these revenants, they would kind of like, you know, swarm you up the steps if you if they kind of like have an idea where you are. But in the original map, there's actually like a little invisible barrier, so all like these revenants that are gonna swarm up to you, they actually will like be stuck here. So it's to keep the map fair, just for like some fun facts. And yeah, what else? I could definitely say in the original map, you have to like play this part very carefully, because I think I replicated the exact amount of revenants in this area in Ultra Violence from Doom 2. So, you know, imagine fighting like all of like these revenants here at once. It will totally encourage you to play it slow. And another thing is, I just remember is like I decided to make them come into waves. So when you like open a gore nest, I think it only like spawns, what is it? I think it only spawns like, yeah, it only spawns 4 revenants instead of like 9 or 8 revenants that I believe. Instead of like 8 or 9 like at the same time like in the original version. So yeah, in the original game you would pretty much have to like go up in here and just try to camp it out and try to fight all these revenants until they die. But I just didn't feel like that was fun for Doom 2016. And not only that, what is it? You know, it's just kind of like the SnapMap limitation also made me want to like change up a lot of the gameplay type of thing. I mean, when I make like remake maps, like I always want to try to keep them as close to Doom 2 or Doom 1 gameplay as possible, but it's very tough to do it, you know, because like Doom 2016 is like a different game compared to those games, and it's just kind of like making like the right sacrifices, I guess. Like you just gotta play it and test it and test what feels, you know, best for you and all that stuff. And when I was testing this area, I just felt like fighting waves of like, you know, 4 revenants and then another 4 or 5 revenants for the second wave felt like a lot better from a gameplay standpoint than just fighting all like nine of them at once. Like seriously, man, like I would have to like add way more stuff here and it just wouldn't feel right. So I just decided to do that. Alright, so yeah, basically when you're done with this entire section, you have the option to go the right side or left side to, you know, figure out, to explore the map. Just like in the original map, although in the Doom 2 version, you know, this is not a lockdown. But I have to make it a lockdown because of SnapMap limitation. Alright, so how do I... What the heck? Oh, screw it, fine. I'll just... Is this... So yeah, this is one of the areas here. It's the right side of the last area. What else can I say here? I always liked this area in the original version. Like, it just looks really cool with like with like this whole skybox thing and the whole rooftops. Like, I managed to get it fairly accurate when you actually like go back and watch the Doom 2 version and compare and contrast with my map. And like I said, I'm trying to keep it close to like the Doom 2016 theme here. So using a lot of like the textures. A lot of like hellish textures, I suppose. I don't know what else I could say here. Yep, I added steps here because that's what it's like in the original. There's actually like a couple of imps here that would like hide here in the original, but I decided to take them out here just for like the sake of flow. And not only that, I think there's like way more pillars in the original, but I decided to take that out too because I just thought this is kind of tedious. Tedious for like movement. Right up in here, a pinky will actually spawn here. He'll kind of like jump scare you a little bit, but nothing like too, you know, bad. And what is it? Oh, I forgot. So in the original version, there's actually like a switch here. Like I think it's somewhere around here, and basically it'll kind of like give you stairs here. But since this is Doom 2016, you can double jump. I decided not to add a switch here. So yep, this area. Okay, so this area is really fun here. Basically, this is like supposed to be a window in the original version, and it's supposed to be a window that's connected to what is it? I think it's this area. No. Oh crap, I can't remember it. Yeah, it's supposed to be no. Yeah, it's supposed to be connected to this area. You see? Like that's supposed to be like a window there. But since, you know, it's impossible to pretty much make this area connected with the other area, I just decided to kind of like fake it, you know. So this is like a blue freaking skull pile window that's covered up, and if you go back in here, it's the same thing. Where is it? See? It's the same thing. So yeah, it you know, it sucks that in SnapMap like you can't do stuff like that, but yeah, like look at this. See, I would not have enough space here to work with that type of arena. There's no way it would work. So I decided to figure out to, you know, resolve that issue. And this is just like a switch that you need to press. Okay, yeah. So this is pretty much close to the original. It has like this little area to tease the player. This secret is really simple. Like it's that one secret. Like that area right there. Like you teleport it from this area here. And it's a really handy secret because in the original Doom 2 version, you get a megasphere. So instead of megasphere, it's a mega health in my version. Alright, so what is it? I decided to, yep, I definitely decided to kind of make this area more like a spooky type of area. What's the filter? Yeah, I tried to make it all hazy and stuff. Like, I really recommend you guys to go and watch like the original version. Like, the atmosphere and tone is completely different compared to what I do here. But you know, I was trying to like make it feel like a Doom 2016 map, and I just thought it felt good to make it, you know, with the whole hazy type of vibe going on. So yeah, this is definitely like something you would see a lot in like classic Doom, like the wells and stuff. Alright, I don't know if there's anything else I could talk about here. I think, yeah, there's not. Oh yes, here. So this is the same thing. It's like the whole covered window trick, because like this area was supposed to be connected to this area too. See, I did it the same thing here, because like this map, like there's a lot of areas that are like interconnected with each other and stuff. And what is it? I think you get like the red key. Which key was it? I forgot. But in the original version, when you go up in here and grab like the red skull, like half of like this area right here would actually kind of like what's that word? It'll kind of like decrease its level, so it'll kind of like create more areas for you to navigate. But since this is SnapMap, yeah, I can't do that, so that doesn't happen here. Alright, what else here? So this is the outside area. This outside area is so much easier compared to the original version. The original version, you have to fight like a bunch of like arachnotrons out here, and I think there's like a couple pinkies, and of course you have to fight a cyber demon here, a freaking cyber demon. I decided not to do that. I decided just to make you fight like a couple of enemies here, and then what is it? Once you activate this switch, yeah, basically there's like a switch here. This little block is just to kind of like tell you that there's a switch here, and to activate it you just gotta like navigate the map, press a bunch of switches. It'll eventually activate this, and then you'll activate that. So in the original version, this area is like completely different. I believe like all those switches that you need to activate, it doesn't, I mean all the switches that I mentioned, like it makes you needing this switch here, but in the original version there's like a bunch of steps, and you would kind of like climb up here, and once you climb up there's like a red door here. And the main reason why I give you the red key card is because you notice these like red flags here. It's basically telling you that you need the red skull for this switch here. So yeah, basically when you activate this thing, you grab quad damage, you go to town on all these enemies here. In the original version, there's actually like a BFG here, but I decided not to do that because I thought like the BFG would totally make the map way too easy, so I decided to keep it more balanced. And speaking of like keeping the game balanced here, that just reminds me of something here. Where is it? There's actually a rocket launcher in this map. In the original Doom 2 version, it's right here. Yeah, there's actually like a rocket launcher here, but I didn't want to do that because I thought it would totally break the balance, so I just decided to put a chain gun here. Like I said, you know, I'm trying to make some really smart sacrifices just to make the map feel like, make the map play and flow right with like the sandbox of Doom 2016. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much it for this outside area. So yeah, a lot of like these areas here, they're supposed, like if you play in the original Perdition's Gate, you could totally like, you know, see like this area when you're in like the other area. So these colored like windows, they're just basically there to what is it? Just to replicate. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, there it is. There it is, see? So yeah, in like the original version, you know, there would be like an area right here, and you could just like look out the window and see like that one outside area. But since I can't do that with SnapMap, I just use like these colored windows to kind of, I guess, communicate the player that it's, you know, actually connected, interconnected in a way, in a fake way. But yeah, that's it. So what is it? I remember, oh yeah, so this switch here will actually open up, oh wait, it'll actually open up this door. Oh, wow, I'm getting confused here. Where is it, where is it? Was this it? No, no, that's the next area. Crap, I'm not good at, like, there it is. Basically, that switch will actually activate this door. Back when I first released this map, I actually forgot to like make this block players here because yeah, I was trying to play test stuff here. And this map definitely has a lot of teleporters because like I said, there's a lot of areas that are interconnected within this map, and there's no way you could do it with like the grid rooms. So you have to try to use teleporters. So this is the area where you get the blue skull, yellow skull. I think it's the yellow skull. No, it's the blue skull here. So in this area, this fight definitely got like nerfed compared to the original version. There's like a bunch of dudes here, and I think I actually throw in the right amount of megawads in this area here compared to the original. But yeah, you could totally tell this is like a classic Doom styled map here. Lots of like these kinds of verticalities. Just yeah, it's just like a lot of this kind of verticality. There's also like these windows here. I remember in like the original version, there's kind of like more stuff out here, but it's impossible to recreate it with SnapMap. So yeah, I definitely kind of added some more. I guess like yeah, I added some of like these textures here. I was getting so tired of like kind of using like the same textures and stuff. Decided to do it just to spice it up a bit. And you actually fight like an archvile here in the original version, but I just didn't want to use the summoner here. I thought like the summoner would totally, like I'm just afraid she's probably gonna get stuck and all that stuff, so I just decided to use the Bane. And there's like a bunch of other enemies here too, see? Just like in the original version, there's a lot of enemies here. If you played like Doom 2, this place is like perfect for the BFG. Like you gotta BFG everyone in here. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to experiment with some other textures and props other than like the hell themed one. And there you go. This is a secret, just like in the original. And what is it? Crap. So yeah, this is where you get the blue skull here. And once you get that, this switch, I remember, like opens up this thing. It's just me like trying to stay true to the original map. Once you get the blue skull, there, this is where you need to go, and that's why I have like a blue lighting effect there. Yep, grab the yellow skull. And I think this is the area. Nope. So the final area is kind of interesting here, but let me try to like show where like the yellow door is. But yeah, once you grab that, you go in this area. Wait, where is it? Yep, you go in this little area here. And basically, this will teleport you to the final area. So in the original version, there's a lot of like cackle demons and pain elementals here. But like I said, since like this area is interconnected with the outside area, you could always kind of like snipe them with rockets from here. And obviously, since you know those two rooms are not interconnected, I had to really figure out to balance the gameplay and stuff. I remember, what is it, in the original version, like this area right here, like there was kind of like something similar. Like there was like a bunch of hanging bodies, and there's kind of like a jail like type of area here, and that's why like it kind of like has this whole like hanging corpse here, and I decided to add like fire just to make it look cool. So this area in the original game, like this area is so much more narrow and there's actually a lot more verticality. But yeah, I couldn't do that with SnapMap, and there's actually like another like area right here. And in the original game, you could actually like see like the other, what is it? Like the other final area here through these through like this area, or these windows, if I suppose. But instead of like a window here, I decided to make them like a little jail, prison type of area with like dead corpses. You know, that's like one thing you really gotta do when you make like the classic maps here, because I don't really think it's possible to make, well, like there are some maps that I feel like are possible to make, like that are possible to make it and make them like, you know, absolutely accurate to like the original format, but most of the time it's not gonna happen, and you are gonna have to like make sacrifices and try to like throw in your own touch here. And that's what I did with this map. I felt like this map, Hell's Masterpiece 2019, I think it probably has like the most what's that word? It has a really good like mixture of me trying to throw in my touches and also me trying to like make it feel accurate to the original as possible, because I love like the original map. So that's why I gotta like try to like, you know, keep it original, but at the same time I knew like it's not possible to completely replicate everything, so I had to throw in my own touches. But yeah, you know, in the original map, it's very like Egyptian themed. Like it has a lot of like similar textures, similar colors, and when I was, you know, trying to decide whether I should try to like make this map feel more like a Doom 2016 map, I had a feeling like it would probably get like kind of tiring seeing like the same textures, all of that in like Doom 2016. I mean, I don't know why, man. I guess because like Doom 2016 is like a different game than Doom 2, because, you know, when I was making this area, like I was kind of like getting tired of using like the same textures here, so I was really trying to like spice up these areas here. You see, like I try to throw in, you know, this kind of texture for this room, and for like this area I try to like throw in a bit of like the UAC modules here, just to spice it up a bit. You know, I throw in some more like blocks here. So yeah, I guess it's just like a Doom 2016 thing. So even if I tried to like, you know, make this map completely accurate to the original, I think like the similar looking textures would probably get old fairly fast. And not only that, I think it's just because like in Doom 2016, like you have so much like more options to do with like your mapping. You know, you got decals, you could like take advantage of props here and like, you know, use them in like, you know, ways that you're not like supposed to be using them. Like you could totally create like new textures and stuff. So I guess it's just kind of, I guess like overall it was better to really try to make this map feel more like a Doom 2016 map, rather than me trying to make it as accurate as possible. Alright, so what else can I say about Hell's Masterpiece 2019? Oh yeah, so this area was actually completely recycled from my last Perdition's Gate remake. I think it was the Bomb Facility 2017. And in that map I actually had one more difficulty level, which is Perdition's Gate. It's basically like Ultra Nightmare, except like enemies do a lot more damage this time. So 1 life with more damage, but I didn't really add it to this map because I just didn't. To be honest, looking back then, I thought it was kind of silly for me to do that. I should have not done it. So yeah, I just try to keep it close to the original game's 5 difficulty levels here. So in Perdition's Gate, for some reason, they kind of renamed like all like the original Doom skill level. Like Walk in the Park is I'm Too Young to Die. Child's wait. I think Walk in the Park is the. I don't remember which one is like the easiest one, but yeah, basically they kind of like renamed like the skill levels. You Wish is the nightmare difficulty of Perdition's Gate, and Flaming Death to All is the ultra violence. And I guess I could talk about this little area, since I don't think I've ever talked about any of my Perdition's Gate remakes. But yeah, I just wanted to make something that just kind of looks cool, and that's basically it, you know. And it's taking place in the classic grid room because I wanted to save lighting. Oh crap, that stupid SnapMap glitch there. Yeah, there's really not much I could say. Like, it's a simple area, just to kind of like, you know, look cool, and at the same time, you know, big enough for me to like put all these switches and all these like items there, just to allow the player to choose whatever difficulty levels they want. And obviously the main reason why I kind of make them interactive is because, you know, I love the Quake games, and I always love like how in the original Quake you could actually like, you know, pick skill levels by just like, you know, interacting with the gameplay, not like, you know, just going into the menu and picking them. So yeah, that's why I decided to have this set up. Alright, what else can I talk about? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, this is like a remake map, you know? Like, there's not really much I could talk about, like, why, like, I made, like, the layout like this. I mean, you gotta talk to the original author. I just basically took their layout and just tried to, like, you know, make it look pretty with, like, Doom 2016's props and sandbox. And I think I did a good job with it, you know? And I basically tried to make it play well. And like I said, I think I did a good job with it. I'm definitely like proud of this map for sure. And back when I thought like I was done with SnapMap for good, like I always kind of knew like there was like maybe a time where I would come back and try to like, you know, remake this map for SnapMap, because I love like this map so much from the Perdition's Gate Megawad. It's just an awesome map. Really awesome map. And I definitely wanted to make sure, like, you know, this remake would totally be really good for Doom 2016. And I think I did it. And is there anything else I could say here? I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I remember in the original version, like, I think it's just like a straight up wall, like Egyptian wall. But I just decided to throw in some decals here just to spice things up. Alright, I'm just kind of going back and forth just to see if there's anything else I could talk about. Yes, exit here. And I think we're gonna call it. I don't think there's any more else I could talk here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these like 2 behind the map episodes. I'll try to like do more of them if I can. Like I think a good episode I could talk about is some of my secluded maps, or what is it? My knee deep in SnapMap levels. Like I think that would be pretty fun too, because that was the last campaign I've ever made. And I guess I could talk about why I decided to make one more campaign, because, you know, when I made Secluded, I thought I was done with SnapMap for good, and I thought Secluded would be like, you know, my final map. I mean, not final. Yeah, my final map that I'll ever make for SnapMap. So I guess it's kind of cool to maybe start talking about Knee Deep in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 episodes I've done, and stay tuned for more SnapMap videos whenever I feel like doing them, because I definitely got like plans for some cool SnapMap stuff.